going to put you on the spot a little bit here. I'm going to start with Santana on this one. Name a player, and not the quarterback, and not yourself, that you would not have won the Super Bowl with if they weren't on the team.
Whew. A player.
A player.
That makes it rough. That makes it rough. So many come to mind. I'd have to say Reginald White, just because the way he was able to bring everybody in that locker room together. And we were always dependent upon his leadership, his guidance on and off the field. And he was a great man, great teammate, and I don't think without him, particularly off the field, you know, because he was always concerned about your role as a father, your role as a son, you know, your role as a husband, and what you did, your service to the community. So he always knew we were going to be good, and he had that confidence that we were going to be good and dominate on the field. But he was always thinking so far forward that I think it helped guide us, that we said, okay, we know this football thing is handled. And I guess today they'd call it a swagger or something like that. But we knew this is going to be handled on Sunday, you know, but our vision became his vision of looking forward to the next thing.
Jerry, same question on those Super Bowl I and II teams. Can you pick out a guy?
You know, it's really difficult. Bart was our MVP for both Super Bowls. Max caught 6, 7, 8 balls for 160 yards and hadn't played 3 downs the whole season. Had a sensational game in Super Bowl I. But we had, everybody contributed. Every guy on that club, the hallmark of the club, I think, was that every guy made a contribution. At one point or another, they made a contribution. And, you know, we had some great football players, and Bart and Horning and Taylor early, and Elijah and Donnie Anderson Grabo later, Willie D, Nitschke, Wood, Adderley. I mean, just a handful of really great players on that team. And every one of them made a contribution, so it's really difficult to pick one guy out. If you were a writer, you'd probably pick the quarterback like they did. I remember in the '62 championship, this was before the Super Bowl era, I kicked 3 field goals and I recovered a fumble, and the team gave me the game ball. And the writers voted Nitschke the game Corvette. So I got a ball, he got a Corvette. But that's what linemen normally get.
Let me rephrase it for you, Donald, because you have to live with these guys in the locker room, so I'm going to take you off the hook a little bit. Who's underrated as far as their contributions to helping you win Super Bowl 45?
I'm kind of like with Jerry. I think it's hard to pick one guy. You know, I think everyone contribute. But the thing I think that, you know, was the main focus of that Super Bowl was what Charles said in the NFC Championship game. You know, when he said that one mind for one game for one more purpose, let's just be one heartbeat. That right there was the mindset that stood beyond everything, because it's not going to take one guy to win the championship. It takes all of us. And when he said that statement, everybody looked at themselves and said, that's all we have to do is be that for one more game. If we do that for one more game, then we're champs. And it took everybody to contribute to make sure that we won that Super Bowl.